What is up, people of YouTube? It is I, Super Mario Zilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Civil War Scarlet Witch, which is by far the best figure out of the whole Abomination set. To be perfectly honest with you, I love this figure so much. So why do I love it? Well, let's not waste any more time and take a look at the figure. When it comes to Sculpt and paint apps, Sculpt looks great, along with the paint apps. They look awesome and possibly the best Sculpt and paint apps I had ever seen on a Marvel Legends figure to date. That's saying something. Moving on to the head, as you can see, from some angles, it looks like Elizabeth Olsen, and for some angles, it does not. But for the most part, it looks like Elizabeth Olsen, which is surprising for a Marvel Legend. The hair looks good with some blue-black shading into it. I love it when they do shading, because they don't do it most of the time. Moving down to the body, it looks good, and they actually paint the necklace. And there's red mixed with black, because, you know, that's the color. Darker red, lighter red, you name it. And moving on to the arms, it has a jacket texture, and he actually painted the rings on the hands. With the paint job not only being nice and clean, but also just matching the colors of the suit very well. And again, the texturing, I love the texturing because it actually looks like the actual jacket from the movie. Moving down to the legs, it has the wrinkly texture it actually had in the movie. And moving down, we go to the boots, and the heels are nicely sculpted. I just wish there was more paint added to the boots, you know, for the buckles. Oh well, at least the sculpted paint apps are good. Well, the rest of the paint apps I meant to say. I'm not good. Sculpted paint apps are great. And to be perfectly honest, it has to be one of the best paint jobs I've seen on a Legend. Surprising, right? Well, and surprisingly, no door prize. I got nothing else to say besides saying the sculpted paint apps are pretty good. You want to talk articulation? No, I will talk you through articulation. Head can move down. Oops, move down about that much. Which is not bad, actually, for the hair. It's a softer plastic, so it won't get in the way too much. Can't move up that far. Can swivel pretty nicely. So that's good. No problems there. She has a diaphragm joint. It's not exactly the best range of movement, but for what it is, it's good enough. Arms can move out all the way horizontally, so that's good. Elbows, you get a little bit under the 90 degrees, but it's good enough, I guess. Hands, well, this one can hinge that way, while this one hinges sideways. I'm not sure why, honestly. Legs can move forward that much. Yeah, not that good. They can move out, actually decently far back. And she does not have the splits. She doesn't have the splits. I mean, I can understand if it was like tight pants, but still, when it comes to a female figure especially, like, what's just splits? Because aren't females supposed to be more flexible than guys? I'm not good with anatomy that much, because I never really took any anatomy classes. Knees are double hinged. The jacket will get in the way, but don't worry about that. Thighs can swivel. Ankles have a hinge, which is actually really good range of movement. Move down that far, forward that far. And of course, the ankle rocker. And they can also swivel too, so that's good. Articulation may be limiting in some areas, but for the most part, it works rather well for Scarlet Witch. I mean, she is Scarlet Witch after all. She usually uses magical poses. That was a horrible joke. But still, I think articulation is just fine. So she stands just under 6 inches. Bit smaller than the average Marvel Legend, but for Scarlet Witch it makes sense. Now, here she is compared to some other Marvel Legends figures, and some other figures from other figure lines. For accessories, this is all she comes with, and these are 2 magical effects. And they look bad. Okay, first, yes, it's pink. It's supposed to be pink. She's Scarlet Witch, she has pink magic. But here's the thing, it has gray shading. Gray? You couldn't use another pink or red or violet? Gray? And the worst part, that's the worst part, but the other bad part is that it's too bulky. It's way too bulky for her hands to look like magic. Like, this is supposed to be mostly translucent, but instead, her hands are hidden in this globby, flamey mess. And it looks fire-ish. They look okay, at best. Oh, just okay. But for the most part, they just look really weird. Look at that. It doesn't even look like that in a movie. It doesn't. Way to go, Hasbro. Accessories, not that good, to be perfectly honest. If you have the original Scarlet Witch, the older Marvel Legends Scarlet Witch, I mean, from the Odin Build-A-Figure wave, use those magic effects, because they look a bit better, even though it's more cartoonish for a movie figure. Still though, these effects, they look... Do I even need to say it, like, anymore? They look bad. So what's the final verdict on the Marvel Legends Civil War Scarlet Witch? Sculpt and paint apps? Great. Articulation? Limited, but you could still get poses out of her. It's better than nothing, I guess. Sizing? Shorter, but, you know, it works. And accessories? Bleh. With that being said, I highly recommend this Scarlet Witch figure, because it is one of the best Marvel Legends I purchased in a while, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm not sure if I'm going to piss a lot of people off for saying that, or if I'm going to... I don't know. But still, if you're a Scarlet Witch fan, definitely pick the figure up. If you love superheroes, pick the figure up. If you love the movie Captain America Civil War, then yeah, pick it up. If you love Marvel Legends or Hasbro, yeah, pick it up. Because, you know, it's great. To be honest with you, it's really good. With that being said, I am Super Mario Zilla, and I am out. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you all in my next video. Peace out.